Alright everyone, welcome to another one. I'm just heading back to my campsite. My mate Tom from last week, he's coming to pick up my broken tent, and we are also going to try to take that rack off as well, but it's quite long, so I'm not sure if it'll fit on his ute or not, so we may have to cut it up.
Yeah.
That's one of the people, huh? So that's what the roof now looks like. We're at the rooftop tent. We are going to head off to the place we went last week, the go-kart area, because we had so much fun last week. We are going to go again.
We'll give it a go again, eh? He beat me by 0.02 seconds last time, so see how we go this time.
Dodging present, man.
I think it just means I'm faster than your bike. I would say.
No, that's not what I meant at all, because I fully overtook you on the first one.
Yeah, you did overtake me, but I still had first.
And I still beat you by a length of the Flemington Straight on the second one.
I was tailgating you for most of the time.
No, you were not. You were miles back.
Either way, we're both good drivers anyway, aren't we, Tom?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
We're both doing it.
And I'm a beginner, and he's been driving motorbikes and dirt bikes and
All sorts for years.
Right, so I'm back in my car now. Surprisingly enough, I still came first in the karts. Even though Tom did overtake me and I crashed and I was way behind him, somehow I still came first. I think the way it works, it's the best time in one lap around the thing, and I think I was just faster than him in at least one of those laps, and somehow that made me come first. And that's what happened last week as well. I wasn't expecting to come first again, but he definitely should have come first because I crashed and all that. Somehow the board says that I still came first. First or not, we still had fun. So that brings us to the end of our time in Adelaide. I did spend a week in Adelaide working for Tom's dad. So shout out to Tom's dad. Thanks for letting me work in your company for a few days. So that money will definitely help me get across to the next spot. Now last week somebody said in the comments, I do have a teddy bear somewhere in the car. Now he is an absolute large thing. He doesn't actually have a name, but yeah, I pretty much just use him as a pillow. Yeah, some people just give me such random stuff. If anyone can find a name for him in the comments, just let me know. I don't know why I got that thing, but it might be a good pillow. It might keep me warm during the winter months. Now, Tom did forget to say goodbye to all of us. However, I will be seeing him again in the next few years, so get keen for it. Good luck with work, Tom, and I'll see ya again in 8 months. Thanks for the few days worth of work in Adelaide. I really appreciate it. Tomorrow, we are off to Mount Gambier. We are going to sleep well tonight, because tomorrow we have a 5-hour drive. We won't be staying in town. I'm planning on checking out a place called Port McDonald. Apparently, this there's penguins there, so we may or may not be in for a treat. I'm not sure if you can camp there or not. There's only one way to find out. We'll see you tomorrow. Righto everyone, morning. It's a 5-hour drive from Adelaide off to Mount Gambier. We're gonna start our trek there. So I'm probably about an hour and a half out of where I'm gonna park up for the night. I can't promise we will see any penguins. It would be quite cool to see some penguins though, but I guess we'll find out once we get there. Tomorrow we are going to check out the Blue Lake and maybe a few of the caves in Mount Gambier, and then we'll head off to the Victorian borders. Fingers crossed there's going to be one penguin here, surely mate. You probably won't end up seeing one, but that's all good. I'm glad I found this place. Have a look at this, there's a cliff edge right there. If anyone can hear me at the moment from that wind, this cliff looks like one of the cliffs pretty much, hey? There used to be a lighthouse here. I'm not sure if I'm looking at the right ruins at the moment, but there's something there. It might be part of the lighthouse. New lighthouse is over there. There is an old lighthouse somewhere that used to be here. So this thing here shows where all the shipwrecks are. What kind of birds are those? Because they legit look like penguins. None of them are jumping into the water. A few of them are like waddling. Look at this bit of paradise I just found right here. How cool is that, eh? Most people don't stop to even see this, you know? Like, they just keep driving on. They don't expect that something like this is going to be here, you know? But have a look at it. Clear water's there. There's barely any waves here. Where is Pingu, mate? You gotta give us a penguin, mate. Oi! I did not realise this. Oh, that's so cute, mate. I wasn't expecting to see this one. Have a look. I don't know if you can see them on camera or not, but there's 2 seals down there at the moment. Goes to show you don't need to go to the zoo to see any of this stuff. And they're so cute just sleeping down there, mate. I almost missed those 2 buggers. How cool is that? Well, I mean, obviously they're not penguins, but like, I'd say that they're better than penguins actually. I was pretty much just wanting to see a penguin, but seals will pull this one off, eh? They're just chilling on the rocks, enjoying their sleep for a bit of time. Honestly, not a half bad spot. It's definitely a place you don't want to miss. Like all the other places that I've missed, I think this pulls it off. I'd say being in South Australia, this was my favourite part. Apparently we're in South Australia's southernmost point at the moment, 3,000 kilometres away from Perth at the moment. I mean, obviously I've done more than 3,000 k's, so I'm not going to stand on this cliff for too long. Now, if you can see down there, you can see that there's a few fences down there, so obviously this cliff isn't very safe to sit on. You see all these rocks down there, so there's definitely been some kind of accident here. I don't know what this is, but some kind of ruin. There's definitely something back in the day. Highlights of South Australia, I must say, is those seals. Climbed down and we found a little cave here. If you want me back here, tell me if you want me to camp down there or not. Next time I'm traveling around, comment down below. I reckon I should sleep here one night in this cave. This is definitely a good spot. Alright, I'm back in the car. We're going to set up for the night. I have a wee bit of a sleep here, and then tomorrow we'll be off to Mount Gambier. I think it's only 10 minutes away or something like that, I think. Right, I'm off to bed. I'll see you in the morning. Morning, everyone. We are off to Mount Gambier. But first off, we are going to see if the seals or any penguins are around. So penguins are nighttime creatures, and they are quite scared of humans, so you probably wouldn't see one unless he was like swimming in the water or something like that. As you can see, the seals are still there. They're probably not the exact same ones from yesterday. I'm not entirely sure if they are or not. We are in Mount Gambier now, and this is the Blue Lake. So that Blue Lake is actually a volcano, and so that's what I reckon has created all those sinkholes around the place in the Mount Gambier region. There's tons of caves and sinkholes and everything in Mount Gambier, so you definitely gotta go check them all out. There's definitely quite a bit of history. We are gonna go check out this sinkhole in town that is now a garden pretty much. Right, so in that building, as you saw, was an old truck. Used to be for all the foresting that they did around this area. It's an interesting garden, that's for sure. It's an interesting little sinkhole. We are going to head off now, off to Victoria. I'm not sure what I'm going to do in Victoria yet. Go check out the Grampians and whatnot. Like always, I've got no idea where I'm staying, but I always tend to find a spot. Hey, so I didn't realise this, but I was just driving along, right, and I've passed the borders. Now, I'm not sure entirely when I crossed the borders, but I've crossed them, and now I'm in Victoria. We were in a place called Portland. However, we are going to continue off to the Grampians because it's only 1 o'clock at the very moment. This looks like a good spot for tonight, I reckon. We've got a small view of the Grampians in the distance over there. We're going to find a hard spot to camp down on. Nothing too muddy. This is a cool spot. Have a look at that. There's the Grampians over there. That's where we'll be headed tomorrow. Have a look at this lake though. Hey, like, how good is this? Does my ute look weird from the back without the rooftop tent on it? To me, it just looks weird as, but it's definitely still a cool setup either way. So while I was in Portland, someone gave me this box of goodies right here. So first up, I now have a new stove. So the normal stove that I usually have is from Kmart, and it's about 1.5 years old. So this new one will definitely come in handy. Alright, look at these ones. These are good. Right, so apparently these are like heating tile kind of thing. Apparently they stay quite warm for about 12 hours. Now I'm not sure how these things work or how good they taste. Yeah, I'd say they're definitely worth trying once in a lifetime. You just chuck this in a bit of boiling water and then you've got yourself a meal. Look at that, mate. Bloody juice boxes. How good's that? A few peaches, not half bad that. Oh, beef bolognese soup. Look at this one. Somebody knows me well. Oh, spam. Oh, it's turkey. Huh. Never seen that one before. Up and goes. These are the best things ever. This is a bit of fudge right here. Crunchy hazelnut. Never had that before. Tell you what, it's probably a bit like Nutella and a bit like peanut butter at the same time. Definitely tells me that there's some people out there who are still willing to help you, whether I need it or not. So that's great knowing. I reckon this will last me about a week's worth of food in there. So if you can't already tell, I do have a cold. So definitely make sure you're all rugged up, nice and warm while you're sleeping, because these winter months definitely do get to you. Either way, everyone, I hope you enjoyed the video. Stay tuned for next week's video, as I'll be exploring the Grampians and starting a trek off to Melbourne. Get absolutely keen for it. It's going to be a ripper of a video. God bless, and we'll see you next time.